Bam, we're live. Where's everybody? Damn, Twitter's still not working. An error occurred on Twitter. This is usually temporary. Wait a moment and then try again. What? This happens at the beginning of every show now. I'm not trying to, I'm removing you. Remove. Does, I know, Travis. I wonder if he is going to be in the bathroom again. I hope he is. Hey, I wonder if Joe Rogan's that platform that Joe Rogan's pushing, Getter, is going to have, if you're going to be able to live feed on it. That would be awesome. Let me see. I sent Nikki am I allowed to call him Nikki? I sent Nikki a link. It says 13. I sent it to him 13 minutes ago. Got a text from my mom. Oh, I'm going to the nursery with my mom today. That's cool. I'm going to get chicken poop at the nursery today and lawn fertilizer. It's been raining in California for like, feels like weeks, which is cool. And they tell us we need the rain. And so that's great. But I feel like I should be like opening up bags of chicken manure and throwing it under trees so that rain can start making that tea and push those nutrients down to the roots. I think that's how it works. Same with the lawn fertilizer. What should I put on my lawn? Does anyone know? Good morning. Good morning, Ashley. I don't think there's a mat this morning. It's just me. It's just me. Dang, Ashley, you look strong. That looks, I don't know. What is that? 165 on the bar and you're in the snatch grip? More than 165? I apologize if it's an insult. We have Nicky Rodriguez on the show today for the second time, or at least I'm claiming he's going to be on the show. Nicky is, his claim to fame is hard work and showing up on the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu scene a couple of years ago and just handling his business and making a name for himself. A young guy, I want to say 24, 25 years old. Let me see if I can show you some pictures of Mr. Nicky before he shows up. Oh, nope. I don't even have to show you pictures of Nicky.
What's up, guys?
Live from the bathroom. Uh-oh.
Yes. Best acoustics in Austin right now.
What's up, dude?
What's happening, guys? Good morning.
You're here. You're back.
Mm-hmm. Back again. What's going on?
I've been courting you since the last time you left the show.
Yeah. How's this look? Looks fine?
Dude, you always look good.
All right. Thank you.
And you sound good, too.
All right. Good to hear.
Let's not mess around. Let's just dig right in. Okay, guys, I want to show you something. I know you guys have all started following Nicky, right? Is it okay to call you Nicky?
Yeah, it's cool.
Since he's been on the show last, I know you guys have been following him like crazy. Oh, Nicky, you didn't put in your Instagram right. Hold on, let me fix this. Hold on. Is it? Tell me what it is. I'm gonna fix it on here.
Nicky Rod 247.
At Nicky Rod 247. No underscores or anything? Nope.
No, sir.
Bam, there it is. So this is how big Nicky is. This is another grown man in his B team studio, and Nicky what it looks like to me, I don't know, accidentally picks him up.
No, that was on purpose. Oh, okay. Sure. Just a little guy shooting on me.
By accidentally, he did the right thing by set him down to let him fight another day. Instead of throw him against the wall. So why is that important to show you this? I'm going to show you guys now. Okay, hold on. It's important to show you this because I want to show you this guy that Nicky went up against on December 30th. This guy's name is Steve Mowry. I think I'm pronouncing it right. This guy is 10-0 as a professional fighter, and he's 6'8". And I want to say what did he weigh in at? 238? Or no, did you weigh in at 238?
I was like 230 something, and I think it was like 250, 255, something like
that. So is this pretty tense right here? This scene?
No. Maybe for him. When we have face-offs, people like to look me in the eye, and I never really look people in the eye because I feel like it makes it personal. I just look at their eyebrows because it's just like they're just a thing in front of me. It's not really just a job to do. I don't really try to intimidate people or anything because I feel like those are just like kind of tactics to scare people. Um, Try to let my skills do the talking.
Is there a weight limit for this match?
Yeah, 255 is a weight limit, but normally I compete with no weight limit. I've had guys 300, 360, 380.
Anyone this tall?
I've had one guy 6'7" before, so this guy was like an inch taller. But I've had training partners that are 6'8", 6'9". So I'm adapted to that kind of style and that body type.
Okay, and when they offer you this fight, what is Fury? What is Fury 3 been around a long time? What is Fury?
Fury's pretty much brand new to the grappling scene. It's something that's associated with UFC Fight Pass, and I think the UFC Fight Pass kind of UFC in general kind of understands that grappling is the next sport to blow up. So I think they're trying to invest in it because it's a way to help their fighters gain popularity before they even step into the UFC cage.
And is that why they're getting people like that? I'm seeing people like Phil Rowe and Cerrone and stuff like that do that. Are they paying those guys to do that, or those guys are interested in it to test their skills, or what's going on with the crossover? I
Yeah,
would
they're
think those
definitely.
guys would be scared they would hurt themselves. Like, why would this guy who's 10-0 go against you and risk getting like something broken off?
Well, I think the money's good. I think a lot of these guys fight for maybe like five, 10, $15,000, and they probably make like this guy probably made 5 or 6K just to do a grappling match. He's like, it's not even close to the same risk, and he's getting maybe half of his pay, so it's not a bad gig. Free trip to Philly, so get some good food and some good rolls in, and I think it's a healthy way for these fighters to keep making to keep getting paid, in between fights and not take too much risk. Like, grapplers get hurt here and there, but it's not nearly the risk that the fighters take. So I think it's kind of a solid compromise that these guys make.
When they reach out to you, I'm assuming someone calls you from Fury and they say, "Hey, we have a match." Do you even like need to know who it is? Like, when do you say yes?
Oh, as long as the money's right, I say yes.
There's no one out there you won't go against.
No, I mean,
That's your weight class.
yeah, it's my weight class. I mean, bigger or smaller. I don't like to go. I don't like to call out like smaller guys just because it looks bad on me. But honestly, the smaller guys are usually the tougher matches because they're better endurance. They're forced to use better technique. So like a bigger guy, like somebody that's 6'8", he's going to just be a lot slower. Yeah, he'll be pretty strong, but we'll wear him down early and then put it on him later on in the match.
He wasn't goofy.
No, no, guy. He was a solid athlete. He was, big, strong, and he knows how to move his body. So I knew he was going to be, definitely not just a pushover.
Yeah, and you see a lot of big guys like that in the UFC, and you're like, man, it seems like they're almost desperate for big guys because they are goofy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. They got a few serious heavyweight athletes, but they also have some that probably shouldn't be there.
Any intimidation? Did you say in some probably shouldn't be there?
I mean, some heavyweights, I think in every weight class you have a few people that are just kind of there to take some losses, and help produce other fighters.
Ouch. Um, uh, so look at this guy. This is the guy. You can go to Flow Grappling. You can get UFC Fight Pass. I re-upped. I'm a huge UFC fan, but I kind of had dropped Fight Pass, and I re-upped my Fight Pass just to watch Nikki fight. Look at this guy he went up against. This guy's the real deal, man. This guy is the real deal. 29 years old, 6'8", 10-0. That's not easy, and that's not easy in that division because people go to sleep like in a moment's notice in that division.
Yeah, I think it's a good way for like grapplers like me to make connections with these fighters because long term I'd really like to produce some UFC champs. So for other fighters, especially heavyweights, to kind of feel what I'm capable of and say like, okay, if I can develop these skills from a guy like Nikki, then it'll make my time in the cage a lot easier. So it's good, definitely a good. It was a good match and it was a good display of my capabilities.
I want to tell you guys also one thing about this Fury thing. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm definitely a UFC fan. Had a lot of fighters on the show. I am more of a Nicky Rodriguez fan, probably because my kids do jiu-jitsu, than I am a jiu-jitsu fan. But this Fury thing, this is a great show. It's like match after match after match. They had Paul Felder commentating. He's like one of my favorite. He's cool as shit. He's calling it like it is. And when you were there, did it seem like it was a well-run event? Like the matches were just folding out? Just
Yeah,
one
yeah.
after another?
It seemed like all the matches were well set up. Like there was a lot of there wasn't too many more matches. Everything was high intensity. I feel like when you have fighters going against fighters and fighters going against grapplers, there's like they're out to, I don't know. I feel like fighters just kind of push the pace a little bit more. They're accustomed to the faster pace, the trying harder. So you don't have these two guys sitting down trying to sub each other. It's constant like clashing of the titans. So it made it really fun to watch. And then you have guys commentating like Paul Felder and guys like CM Punk, on the mic as well. So it was really really good. And I think events like this really help to grow the sport's popularity.
And when I'm going to show you guys the match, I don't know if I'm allowed to, but I don't care. This is a slow motion version, and we can ask Nikki what's going on here. But when this is going on too, if no one submits anyone right away, you guys just walk right out there, and the judges just tells you who's the winner, which is also super cool, right? There's no fucking around.
Yeah, no, there's a judge's decision if there's no submission.
And they put their hand up. Is their hand like who they choose? They have the wrist. The judges have the wristband on their arm. I was having trouble figuring that out. How does that work? Like the judges like raise their hand, and then somehow the guy in the middle knows who won. How's that work?
Yeah, I think it's like best 2 out of 3. So like there'll be 3 judges. They either raise the green hand or the red hand, and whoever's got 2, they win.
And the judges don't sit by each other. They're around the mat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I think they're on the corners or on a separate table by themselves.
And I was gonna say a few times in almost every match, there's this fear that some dude's gonna get tossed off the mat, especially when you went with this giant dude.
Yeah, there's definitely a mat space issue. Like in most competitions, it's hard to get enough mat space. Full grappling definitely has probably the most substantial amount of mat space. And I talked to the guys at Fury that I think they're gonna do. They're gonna try to spread it out a little bit more, just because big guys like the heavyweights, 1 or 2 movements and we're pretty much off the mat. So yeah, we definitely need a lot more mat space than the average grapplers if you're at heavyweight.
There was definitely some professional courtesy going on between you two that was the only thing that stopped one of you from getting tossed out into the crowd.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it happens. I mean, you got to be aware of the mat space, just the same way this guy's, I'm sure he's aware of where he's at in the cage. We got to have an understanding of foot placement and whatnot.
Okay, here we go. Check this out, guys. This is like something they just teach right here. I don't know what this is called, but I see them teaching my kids this from day one. They've been in jiu-jitsu 3 years. This move you do here. What is this where you pull the guy down on his face?
Yeah, this is just considered a snap down, and I set it up early on in the match with some hand fighting, wearing him out a bit. So the type of hand fighting I did was enticing him to put more forward pressure towards me, and as soon as I felt that pressure, his weight was on his toes. I was able to snap him down and then immediately go for the body lock and then start passing guard and switch to the back when possible.
Hey, this is gonna sound kind of mean. I see my little boy who's 50 pounds does this move to the fat kids.
Yeah, that's good. Usually the fat kids will try to like run at you and squish you. So this is definitely the move that you want.
And it seems like they're just kind of off, like their center of gravity's off. Fat people.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're on all fours, yeah, center. If you're a little thicker, it's kind of easier to snap you down. Like I had a match with a guy like Orlando Sanchez. He was like, I don't know, 360, 380 pounds when we competed, and I was able to snap him down to the mat, fairly easily. Just because whenever he did try to rush in towards me, he has so much momentum. It's hard for him to stop a snap.
And they got that gut like hanging over in the front. It's like holding like a weight in the front.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of helping your snap down.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you want to punch it. And then this is just all rudimentary shit you're using on him, right? This is just like knee on belly.
Yeah, I mean, I body lock passed. You know, I'll have my body lock passing DVD coming out soon, and I switched to knee on belly. He goes to the side, trying to gain height on the elbow. I switched to the back, and then once I got to the back, I was able to win the hand fight there and secure my rear naked choke over the face.
Say that again. You have what coming out soon? A DVD on what?
Yeah, body lock passing DVD. It would be helping people to acquire the body lock and complete the body lock from different positions. Typically, it'll be from double butterfly, where you have a body lock right in front of your opponent, but they have two kind of shallow hooks on the inside of your thighs. We'll also be practicing body lock passing from half guard, which is really important because if you fail the initial body lock pass, a lot of guys like to pull half guard while you still have your hands locked. So it's a good definitely need to know how to do both.
What should he have done here? Should he have just pushed your knee off of you with that left hand of his?
He couldn't because I'm pinching his hand with my elbow. So right here, I'm really just waiting for him to like spaz a little bit. Usually, when I put guys down in this position, they'll wait a couple seconds and they'll try to like explode a little bit. So I'm just really waiting him to try to hip up as he does right here. And as he hips up, I try to slide that knee and, across the belly and gets him out. And yeah, I mean, he didn't do anything wrong per se. I just understood all the movements that he was gonna do before he did them. So it's a knowledge game, man. Jiu-jitsu, like it's good to be fast, explosive, and athletic, but if you have that one up on the knowledge department, then you're able to kind of predict everything that's gonna happen.
Are you guys both soaking wet right there?
Yeah, we're dripping in sweat. I mean, 2 or 3 minutes into a match, pushing somebody around, you're gonna be absolutely soaked out there.
The heavyweights are just soaked.
Yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
and look at this right here. Am I seeing this right? There's like no wasted space when you bring that knee over. Like you're like, I mean, there's no. You're just look how small you get right there.
Yeah, from here, I like to connect my knee to my elbow, so there's no ability for my opponent to like create space or get a knee or elbow in between us. So yeah, I like to when I'm on top of somebody, I just glue myself to them. There's no space at all. He wants space so he can bridge, he can explode and get out. I eliminate all that space.
And unfortunately, the slow mo doesn't show it, but there is he does put up more of a fight, and and I know you'd put something you'd made a video with the Bruce Lee audio over basically with this clip, basically saying that you were flowing like water. Like, did you feel just incredible here as he's trying to get away? Were you just like, hey, I'll just no panic, you'll just go wherever he wants it to go, but be ready for submission? And what were the other options for submissions, or did you know the whole time it was going to be rear naked choke?
I was pretty confident it was going to be rear naked choke because he's a fighter. Fighters usually want to get back to their feet, and it's hard to get back to your feet without exposing your back. So I was just really enticing him to try to force turtle and try to stand up. And as he went to turtle, I had that clip on my Instagram. He goes to turtle. I was able to slip in a long hook and short hook along with a chest lock, bring him down to the mat, and then secure my rear naked choke. So it's kind of like a you go, I go situation. Like I body lock pass, I wait for him to explode a little bit, then I go to knee on belly, and then he reactively goes to elbow, and then I start switching to the back. Then he turtles and tries to stand up. I put boots in. So it's like I understand if you're able to understand the next move of your opponent, then it's easier for you to set up what's going to happen later on.
Guys, these are big dudes. And then I watch the UFC and they're like, oh, he's got it in deep. No, he doesn't have it in deep. No, he does have it in deep. And like, I mean, it's like clearly from anyone who's watching here, you don't even have it in, but he don't want none. Is this because he doesn't want you to, like, what could happen? Why does he tap so quickly? Because he doesn't want you to put him out for 8 months with a broken jaw?
Yeah, that's what happens if I have the choke over the face, like right below the nose. I've had it in practice a few times where guys don't tap in it and they'll break their jaw, and it's definitely it's no need to be waiting out of competition for a submission like that. So yeah, it's good that he tapped. We don't want not try to injure guys like that.
So right here, and then how tight are you right there?
Oh, I mean it's tight. It's definitely I'm putting probably 40 or 50% pressure on there because I thought he was gonna take longer to tap. but yeah, again, I mean, if you don't tap, the jaw just breaks, and it's not a good day for him.
That's interesting that you say 40 or 50% pressure, because in the past I had asked you, hey, when you go for those submissions, like what's the plan? Like just you wait for the guy, you look at the guy and you don't pull, and you give him a chance. You're like, no, everyone's just going in there to just break off limbs and shit. But here you were being a little, you didn't just go from 0 to 100.
Well, when you go from 0 to 100, you tend to burn yourself out. Like if you hit your max squeeze or your peak, you can only go down from there. So I like to build up. If I get a submission over the face, generally it doesn't put the guy to sleep as fast. So it takes, I understand I might have to squeeze for 30 seconds, a minute or so. So once I get that on there, I like to gradually, increase the intensity of my squeeze, not go right away and try to go max out. Because if he feels that max out, he's like, oh, like I can kind of hold on a little longer, and it makes my job harder. So I like to just give him a little squeeze and then gradually increase it as we go.
Just a little squeeze. And he can't even breathe there either. I mean, his mouth is closed and his nose is going next.
Yes, exactly.
So why release on DVD? Why not a download? Like who does DVD anymore?
Well, I mean, it is a download. We just call it DVD.
Okay.
You can get a physical DVD, but most of it, pretty much all of it, is downloaded on BJJ Fanatics.
Okay, and that's who you do it through. They're kind of like the agent for all the people who do all that stuff.
Yeah, they have a pretty wide fan base, and they have the proper like marketing scheme, so it makes it easier for the athletes like me to sell a bunch of DVDs.
An entrepreneur like you, you must hate that.
I mean, I can do it however I want. Like, if I wanted to sell DVDs solo and keep 100% of the profit, then I could. But I think giving a company like Fanatics a little cut just makes my life easier because they help market. And ultimately, it's about numbers, right? I see fighters or even like Instagram influencers that sell like workout DVDs or downloads for $10-20. Is like I can charge $200 for a DVD and sell 5,000 in 12 months, and because of this platform, I can keep on selling and making as much as I want.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is this your first DVD?
No, I have I think I have 4 out right now, but this would be my first like mainly jiu-jitsu DVD. Like previously it was wrestling and lifting. Now I'm focused on the body lock passing, so this would be my definitely a step in the right direction as far as my coaching and my teaching goes.
Before I go into a few more questions, you guys, if you want to see him go again live, which you do, it is cool. They're short, they're very aggressive matches. He's going against a guy named Elder Cruz on January 21st. Is that on the same? Will that be on UFC Fight Pass too?
No, this will be on Flow Grappling, and I'm pretty sure it's live out of Dallas, Texas.
Oh, where was this one that you did? Is that
Philly.
In Vegas?
No,
in
Philadelphia.
Philly.
Yep.
And did you fly out there?
Yeah, I flew out there. I had a flew out there like day before, had a seminar day after competition. And now I'm back in Austin.
Yeah, your Instagram showed that. The guys were teasing you basically like, oh shit, right? Typical Nicky Rod day after the fight, he's back in and we're training again.
Oh yeah.
Nuts. And there's no chance. What if you would have gotten what if you would have lost or you would have got injured? You still would have done the class? You just like fuck it? Like you wouldn't needed time to lick your wounds or lick your ego or any of that?
Yeah, I mean if you lose, you definitely don't need to miss practice. That's the time you should be in there.
Oh, what questions do I have? Tim Kennedy, is he training at your gym?
He hasn't enrolled like train with us jiu-jitsu, but I've been working out with Tim here and there, doing some CrossFit stuff. And it's surprising how high level of an athlete he is, like as far as endurance and just his capabilities, like how hard he's able to push, when training. It gives me a hope that, or like an understanding that I can compete at this high level for a long time, because a guy like Kennedy, he's not in his prime anymore, and the guy works really hard and he's able to kind of sustain that athleticism and that work ethic for over the years. So I think I'm going to be able to grapple at this high level for many years to come. And yeah, I mean, guys like Kennedy just kind of reassure me that I'm on the right track for that.
Gabriella, did I work with you over at CrossFit? There was a young lady there who did jiu-jitsu. I wonder if you were her, Brazilian lady. Anyway, how does Nikki keep his joints healthy? My knee kills after putting someone in a body lock.
I take fish oil. I don't know if that helps or not. But I have been taking fish oil for years just because I feel like it's a preventative, preventative measure, preventative maintenance for your body. But I don't know. When I body lock pass, I don't really have knee issues. I mean, I'm pretty flexible and I know exactly where to put my body. So maybe you're just doing it, not the correct way. But yeah, I mean, I never have knee issues or joint issues at all.
So fish oil, maybe you're doing it wrong. Don't be a pussy. No, he didn't say that. They described you as not flashy or explosive in the write-up at Flow Grappling. Wow, I think you're flashy and explosive. Is that just because I don't know shit?
I don't know what flashy. What do you mean, like I don't know. I guess back in the day, like before I knew jujitsu, really, I would do like cartwheels and stuff. So maybe they mean that by being flashy and explosive. But now, yeah, now I'm just focused on the technical aspect of jujitsu. I like to beat people with my knowledge as opposed to just like manhandling them right away. So maybe that's what they're referring to.
How do you? I'm gonna see if I can find it here. There's a handful of videos if you go to Nicky's Instagram where he is. The mats are just like they're like slip and slides. Oh, here's one. What? So how hot is it where you guys are training?
Oh, it's pretty hot. I mean, Austin gets warm inside that gym when you got 30 guys on the mat. It's pretty hot and sticky in there. But yeah, I mean, some of the mats that we compete on are pretty slick as well. So like, especially because they have graphics and sponsors on the mats, it makes it just harder to grip. So I mean, it makes it an easy transition because our grappling mats in the gym are kind of slick and slimy as it is.
Yeah, and then so how often do you clean those? Is that like multiple times throughout the day, or?
Yeah, yeah. After every class, we clean them.
Yeah, that's nuts. And is that a big gym?
I mean, we have like maybe 3,500 square foot of mat space.
And if I go to your website, let me see if I can find this. Okay, so those of you who want to see more, you can go to the bteamjj.com. There's no, I don't, where's the beginner class, Nikki?
Yeah, we don't have any beginner class or or white belt classes. Pretty much you have to be pretty decent grappler to get accepted and train with us on the regular. We don't have like most of our students that train with us, they train like twice a day, every day. So it's a very dedicated group, and we put a lot of time and effort towards getting our guys to the next level, to that high level. It doesn't mean you have to be a competitor, but we want you there. We want you there most of the week. We want people. We want to be surrounded by people that we're friends with, and then a group of people that works hard and enjoys the sport as much as we do. So it makes the training that we do every day just more fun for us.
I don't mean this in a disparaging way at all, but it's basically like, hey, do you want to pay to be part of my training camp? Do you want to pay me to be part of my training camp? It's like I had a friend who did a little bit of training with Manny Pacquiao, and he says, yeah, dude, like if you can't run, you're not training with Manny Pacquiao. Like you got to be able to run 20 miles and talk to him at the same time.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to get the best training partners for us as possible. It's a bit selfish in that regard, but I think it makes for a tough gym. Like there's not too many easy roles in there, and yeah, we just try to keep the room at a super high level.
There's a ton of people who I don't think there's anything wrong with it. There's a ton of people who want to go through BUDS, Navy SEAL training, but they don't want to be Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
And so there's a ton of people I think who fancy themselves as really good, and so they want to roll with Nicky Rod and the team, but that's it for them. And you give them an opportunity to do that, to pay money, let them strut their shit, feel good throughout the rest of the day, to know that they got to roll with you, but they're not going to go in the ring with Steve Maui.
Yeah, we accept all kinds of drop-ins. Like if you're just going to visit for a day or so, you can be a white belt or a no belt and come check us out, roll with us. But as far as joining and becoming a member, it's a bit of a process. We, interview you a little bit. We see what you're about. You see your capabilities and see how serious you are about getting better, and then we take it from there.
Have you had to ask anyone to step out of the gym yet?
Before we even opened, we had to, have people not uninvited, So for sure, for sure.
And what's that look like? What do they do that makes them like seem like they don't have the commitment? Like they're showing up once a week, once
Well,
every other week, or they're just not the right culture, the right vibe?
yeah, it's a few different things. It's like the commitment, and then just if your personality isn't beneficial, if it doesn't blend with us well, or you don't have the right chemistry for us, it's just not going to work out. We're very we keep the vibe in the room extremely positive and fun. Like I like to see it like we're a bunch of kids, grappling and learning, and just like children, when you're having fun, that's when they learn the most. So we make sure we have a bunch of fun personalities in there, along with a bunch of hard workers. So it's very enjoyable for us to do it every day.
You have this line here in your bio on the site. Rumor has it he beat Craig Jones the last time they trained. So is that a indication of the lack of ego between you two?
Yeah. I mean, for sure, definitely lack of ego, but also, I beat him in the last roll, so just wanted him to know that.
Wait, okay. But what if he wrote that in his? Are you cool with him writing that in his?
Yeah, I mean, he can say whatever he wants. I'll see him tomorrow.
Right. Gotcha. And are you guys close?
Yeah, we're cool. I mean, my whole team, we're pretty tight. We enjoy each other's company and hard training for sure.
And does he say something to you when he sees that?
Um, no,
No.
no, I never said nothing though. Actually, I've said that to him to his face. 'Cause I had to take some time off. I was a little banged up from training,
Mhm.
and I told him, I was like, the last time we trained together, I won. And he's like, I don't know about that, buddy. I was like, for sure, I won. But yeah, we have a bunch of we have a little bit of banter that goes on, during practice. And it's good. It's healthy. Keeps you on your toes.
Man. What do I have here? What it says you're ranked number 5 somewhere. I read that. Ranked with who and what determines that?
Yeah, I don't really know what determines that. It's just kind of a guessing game these guys put together.
Okay, so it doesn't mean shit to you.
No, it's pretty irrelevant because I've been guys that are ahead of me. I mean, I think like Cyborg's probably ranked above me. I beat him twice. I mean, yeah, there's the only way to do it is go out there and beat everybody. At the big tournaments, really at ADCC, you win that, then you're the best in the world. Besides that, it's just these are just words getting thrown around.
Were you healthy when you rolled with Steve this past week? Because I did hear you say that you were going to take some time off. I was surprised to see that you had 2 matches so quickly, one in December and one in January.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good to go. I was healthy. I am healthy, and just enjoying the jiu-jitsu life, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. Crypto, are you doing crypto?
I got a little bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't know. I mean, seems weird, but it might be the next thing. I don't know. Is everybody gonna adapt to the crypto? I'm not sure, but
I don't even know how you have time to even look at that stuff.
I mean, I just look at it a couple times a day. I don't know, just peek at it a bit. I mean, I think it's just like I kind of think the Ethereum and Bitcoin is like having money in the bank, right? Like having you put money in the bank and just kind of sits there and you gain, I don't know, a penny of interest every like year or so. In the crypto world, I mean, you invest $100, you might have $1,000 in a few months, So you got to pick the right kind of cryptocurrency and I don't know. I feel like everything's kind of a gamble. You put money in the crypto, it could crap out immediately, but also you put money in the bank account and you could go through the Great Depression again. So who knows?
Right. And shit is getting weird. How is
Yeah.
Austin? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I love Austin. Great food, great people, awesome training. It's definitely home for me for sure.
And your girlfriend's happy there?
Yeah, we love it out here.
Awesome. Dude, thanks for coming on. I really, really look forward to your DVD coming out. I also look forward to you going up against where's the picture? Let me see if I can find it. This guy, Elder Cruz. Do you have any concerns about this guy?
No concerns, but I'm aware that he's he's gonna be fast, athletic. He's seems like a decent wrestler. There's no easy matches that are gonna come my way, so I'm gonna be formidable opponents, and I'm just excited to go out there and display my capabilities.
I mean, because these guys want to make getting in there with you does make a name for people now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like this guy's a brown belt, and I'm used to competing against the best guys in the world, and the best guys in the world just aren't accepting any matches with me, so I have to go with guys like this, and that's no problem. A match is a match to me.
Wait, what do you mean the best guys in the world aren't accepting any matches from you?
Well, like Flow Grappling asked me like what kind of guys I wanted. I give them a name of 5 or 10 people that are really good, tough grapplers, big guys my size. This guy's a bit smaller and a bit lower level than I'm used to. But yeah, I'm just gonna go out there. I treat every match the same, and yeah, I think because I put a lot of content out, and I show people like what I'm capable of online. It kind of like it's harder for me to find a high level match. People don't really want to hop on the mat with me at that high level. It makes them look bad, and I don't know, maybe it's a bit intimidating for them, but I'm just kind of having fun out there.
Basically, you mean a guy new comes on the scene. How many years do you have in jiu-jitsu? 3 years now?
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years, and they have 15 years, and they're undefeated for 5 years or 10 years, and they don't want to have it all taken away. Okay. It's like that game Highlander, or that movie Highlander. Have you seen that movie? Old movie? You would love it.
No, I haven't watched it.
There's these 7 guys on the planet. I want to say Sean Connery's in it, or maybe Mel Gibson, can't remember. But every time they just spend their lives looking to find the other dude to kill, and every time you kill a dude, you get his powers until there's just 2 dudes left.
Sounds like my style of grappling.
But for you, it's DVD sales. So every time you beat a guy, you take 20% of his DVD sales.
Very nice.
Oh, Nikki, you're the best. Thanks for doing this, dude. Since I had you on, the podcast has exploded, and I owe a little piece of that to every single guest I've had who's come on here and been cool as fuck like you.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me, man. This is anytime. If I have the time, we'll hit me up, man. We'll make it happen.
Okay, I will be bugging you around Rodriguez and Cruz before, and I think we have a good relationship. You hit me up when you can. If you can't, no hard feelings. But I'll just keep bugging you, man.
All right, sounds good, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.